Alright, chat. How y'all want to do this? Y'all want to yell at the screen and then I talk about a character, or y'all want me to character by character in order or something? Y'all don't want to yell at the screen? Well, somebody asked for Asuka, so we can do Asuka first. Oscar! Oscar... They really hurt this character. They really got him. The thing about Asuka, I mean, it's like Season 4 is not a game about engaging with the other player. If you are interacting or giving the other player any chance, you are not winning consistently. And because they nerfed Fire Cube and Zap, Asuka has to actually interact with his opponent as if we're playing an actual fighting game. And that's not good. I mean, it's very good. It's very good for the game to have a character that doesn't smother you the moment you block one thing or the moment you burst. That's pretty important, but you will see that it doesn't go both ways with much of the cast, and here we are. It's just okay. Axl, this character is also good. Let's have a discussion about language and how we speak to each other and how we speak about the game. When I say a character is good, I mean that they are good. They're not great, they're not obscene, they're not shit. They're just good. Axl, I think, is good. He interacts. He doesn't win the moment you make them block something, so he can't be that good. I mean, he's just like a 5p and a 2p machine. That's where he gets most of his mileage. It's just 2p, 2p, 2p. If it's good in the matchup, then the matchup is probably good. If it's bad, then Axl's probably worthless, because that's where they put all his power. They also made him not a one-trick pony by nerfing Rain, which was the correct thing to do. This character was really lame. All he would do is rainwater. Now instead, all he does is 2p. Look, it's Strive. Pick your broken thing and do it. So that's Axl's broken thing, but it doesn't raw dog win him the game. Zato. Zato still stinks. No surprise. He's moving on up, but he went from here down to here. He's still here. Dizzy. I think Dizzy is... She doesn't make the cut to good. Doesn't have much. She's really boring, one-dimensional. I mean, she just doesn't do anything. She's a mid-machine. Her zoning is not good. Her zoning is not beneficial. She doesn't really fit into Strive. What she's doing is not really what the game is about. This character doesn't matter. It's just literally a difference of power level. There's no stylistic choice in picking Dizzy. She just doesn't do anything. Next character, Bedman. I think this character is pretty good. They're really unpopular, but I think Bedman's okay. Great white water saw character, good zoning, good combos, good offense, good buttons, good mix-up too, good pressure. I don't like this character, Bedman. It is one of the characters I dislike the most. Probably the most at all. Their gameplay makes sense in tournament, but I can barely tell what they're doing. Somebody want a Soul and Kai? Soul is pretty fucking scary. This character used to be here, now he's here. I think it's much better. Soul has to actually fight you, but when he does, his routing is sick, his damage is sick, his corner carry's sick. He is good. He's very good. Very, very good. This is a tournament winning character. The way they changed him, they made him not an RPS machine where he can just fling specials at the screen, so he's not stone cold broken. He's good. Kai. I think this character is also pretty awesome. Not up here, but here. Cheap with some of the new shock state combos if he gets going. He's very solid. It can be very hard to fight Kai when he's ahead, because he's just so solid on offense. It's hard to get something going. It's hard to call out his buttons. I like Kai. He's cool. He's got good supers. He's got X Factor. He's got all that. It's good. It's very good. A is amazing air game. Next character. Come on down. So let's talk about Pot. I'm like 80% sure this character is not broken, but oh my god, he is so cheap. He's crazy cheap. It's not just offense, like they made Pot have like the combo theory of like Solar Kai. So solid. Crazy solid. But I'm not convinced he is up here. I think this character can lose. Maybe. Like if we're talking like the power level of like Consome or Andros or Fab, or this is gonna be very, very difficult to beat these players, okay? They're very fucking good at this game, and they've been good for a long time. They've been playing for like 4 times the amount of time that Strive has been out. It's gonna be very hard to beat actual pop players. Alright, you really want that question answered? Hammerfall. They made Hammerfall so good that it is so fucked up to try and fight Pot a lot of the time. If you get hit by Hammerfall, you might lose. You literally might lose. Do you understand that? Because they made Hammerfall hard KD. I think that was a really big mistake. He would armor you, but he wouldn't run the whole game off of it. When they made it hard KD, that was like the beginning of the end. It is very, very fucking hard to outplay this character all the time. He can literally win if you're wrong one time. He can. Doesn't mean he does. There are things you can do. It's like, if he's wrong, it doesn't cost him very much. Like, it takes one mistake and then he can really get crazy. I mean, if you're playing Pot, you can just like cycle special moves and it might be enough to win here and there, but this character's tech ceiling is one of the highest in the game. When he is doing everything correctly, expertly, all the tech, all the Karas, all the setups, it is like really hard to get another turn. Really difficult to take risks. No, I don't think he's broken. He can be up here but not be broken. He's so solid. He's not broken. It's awesome, like Gigantor, like in case like you're fucking losing, like you can always win. It's very hard to beat a good player. Ram. Oh my god, I hate this bitch. You block her. If you block Ram, you've lost. I really like what they tried to do with Season 4. Like with the swords, making them very important and things like that. But the way they made her strong is just by oppressing you for blocking anything if she has swords, which is unfun. She's not technical. She's not interesting. It'll be cool to block the swords and take that resource away from her, except she generates 50% meter by the time you're out of block stun, so it just doesn't matter. They need to tune this some more. Yeah, JH. Oh my god, dude. SQ beat me like 15-2 the other night, just running JH on me. Like, that's the thing, like, it's not just the sword toss, it's like, she's kind of like, she's just a gorilla as well. She's just oppress, remove agency. When Ram is on the screen, you're not really gonna be seeing the epitome of skill when it comes to many aspects of the game. It's just about, did she make you block? Okay, then you are probably gonna lose. I mean, she's not a mix-up god, but like, dude, it is really risky to try and fight back in this game. I want to do Nago? Okay. Nago is one of the weirdest fucking characters this version. He is so fucking weird. He's very good, but his matchup spread is so weird for him to be this good. He does too much fucking damage, so throw that all out the fucking window, because he can just kill you at any moment, and that's enough to carry him. Yeah, 2S5H for 50% is like so crazy. I understand a little bit why they left it. They might be afraid that he has a hard time ending rounds, but dog, they could have nerfed his damage a little bit. 5 to 10%. If his damage was lower, I think he would be down here, but it's not, so he's here. Oh, he'd still be good. His damage is just unfair. It's a very easy thing to fix. Now it's just like, when I kill people with like 5k 6h, I just shrug and laugh. Like, besides that, I think he's pretty fair. Beyblade's cheap, Bloom Pressure's cheap, Guard Crush PRC stuff is cheap, but like, all of that costs resource. He can't just YOLO do it all the fucking time, and he's not a conversion god on normal hit, so he'd just be very good. Instead, he's like, stretches into the unfair territory. I'm down with 2S 5H doing some good damage, but not like 50%, literally one mistake. And I mean, I didn't really get to talk about it, but Nago has a very strange matchup spread. I think he loses to a bunch of characters, but it just doesn't matter because his damage is so goofy. Oh yeah, who asked me why I don't play Elphelt? Elphelt, she loses to like half the cast. Like, what matchup do you want to see as Elphelt? Can you, like, be honest? If I only played Elphelt, I would be horrified. Asuka? That one's okay. No, it's not about DPs. It's about her neutral. Her offense, of course, is, like, senseless. No doubt. She's Anji on offense. But her neutral is so fucking bad. I'm not saying it should be good, but she gets destroyed by so many people on the cast, and she's a squishy, and her defense is bad. All her normals are, like, really below average. It is really costly. Like, her super is below average, her normals are below average. It really adds up. She really gets fucked up by a lot of people on the cast. That's why I don't play this character. So she is okay. She's good. She's better than these two, for sure. Also, she's a squishy, so it's like really hard for her to be good. She's very strong, but she doesn't win. All right, we're doing the hero theme. So we'll do Bridget. She is so close. She is so close. I'm gonna put her right on the line. She is right on the line. I think this character is so good. So good. But By God, the people up here are so scary. Good Christ almighty. I'm gonna put her right on the line. She treads the line. This is it. She has a lot of problems, but she also has many really strong qualities. But she has flaws in her neutral, so she cannot be here. I think she is here. Being squishy? No, that's not the biggest problem at all. She has problems with her kit, problems with her normals. She can be very oppressive. This is not a character that should be up here. She's been up here before and it wasn't good. I'm just saying she has some problems that hold her back. Yeah, right on time, Supernoon. Supernoon is also another pro that plays Bridget. I think Bridget is right in between this line, between good and very good. She is barely underneath these people. She is this close. They preemptively nerfed her because she would be an oppressive motherfucker. You all have no idea how cheap she can be. You have to play very well. I'll put her in strong. I think she makes a cut. I play her in tournament. I play against the good players. I play against good characters. I think she makes the cut. But you have to be very fucking good. If you're not very good, then you are going to struggle. Jacko's good. She's alright. She's good. I don't really have any complaints about this character. She's very situational. How does Nitro make her work? There's a lot of good Jacko players. Japan loves Jacko. This character's good. Don't underestimate her. I'll put her on the line. She's on the line. If you were to solo main this character, I think you're not gonna be winning a combo breaker or anything like that. I don't see Nitro winning a whole tournament with just Jacko. Like, I don't see Adventure doing that. Who's Nitro's other main? Nitro is the reigning world champion and somebody that I play with almost every day. Nitro's main character right now is Giovanna. I think this character is so fucking good. I don't exactly know how I would explain why this character is so good. Her simplicity is deceptive. Her frame data gives her access to some very brutal and oppressive offensive technology. She rewards skill and study, but she's not completely oppressive, so she's not here. Anji, this character is for fucking ignoramuses. By God, he is so fucking annoying. I don't know which way he goes. I thought this character would just be like kind of okay. Then I played Adventure for the first time in tournament. I was like, wow, I'm having a really hard time blocking Rin. What happened? And then I found out they made Rin invisible. This character is pretty dumb. He has great buttons. He has a gorillion health. He has great damage. He's a meter machine. And if you block him, you lose. Imagine Anji versus Ram. Whoever blocks first loses. Isn't that fun? Now, his 6P already had a lot of recovery. Put him in cannot lose? Well, you see, the thing about Anji is he has a matchup spread. So, Nago's worst matchup, I would say, is probably Anji. Nago is horrified of Anji. Holy shit, horrified. Anji is just cheap, efficient, boring. Ino? I feel like nobody knows anything about this character. I was really close to picking up this character at one point, because I feel like people were not doing what they were supposed to do with her. This character is a cheat bitch. I would be willing to put her here, even. Dude, this character is very strong. You can't block her, you can't backdash, you can't DP, you can't mash. What the fuck? I mean, she's the epitome of you lose for blocking, but that's what she's supposed to do. She's meant to be like that. This is good. She goes here. Okay. Let's do a broken character. Leo. Holy shit. He's not broken, but God, he's so good. Still. Always has been, always will be. Damage, great health, great buttons, great plan of attack, great ability to just random you out. No, Leo's got many major nerfs, which is insane that he's still up here. I'd be willing to put him down here. This is tournament play. If you're not a tournament player, this tier list is not for you. But once you are that good, then this will matter. HC. This character's cheap. He's cheap. He's very good. Things have come a long way for HC. But I think he barely makes it over the line. Barely. I could be convinced to put him down here. What do you all think? I'm in between. Make your case, HC players. I see this character all the time. Like, I see Jack, I see all the HC players. I can't decide either way. I see when, like, as an example, when Jack plays TNS and plays against some of these characters, it is like literally just a coin flip. Jack comes out on top a lot of time, but it's just so stupid. He has a lot of problems now, which is fair. He's very good. He has a lot of vulnerabilities, but He is oppressive as a motherfucker. He has less problems than Ino. Both of these characters are oppressive as motherfuckers. If you're blocking them, you've already lost. But HC has slightly less issues. I can't call it. If it were ordered, then he would be barely making the cut. Barely. We'll go back to this. I'm gonna put him here for now. Put him here. Abba. Abba's good. I'll put her on the line. Abba's on the line. Anything less than Abba, I have a hard time. I don't think Abba is strong. I think she's situationally strong, which is good. This character used to be very cheap. Abba, when she had a bunch of specials with frame data that made no sense, she was probably like up here. She's very unique. She takes skill and a delicate touch. You need to know a lot about the game to succeed. Faust. Faust is good. Faust is very good. You're never beating these characters, but hey, don't worry about that. It's okay. Faust is a squishy, doesn't kill you for making you block one thing, and he doesn't do that much damage, and he has a lot of flaws, so he's just okay. Float cross-up tornado is not a mix-up. You OS 6p, and then it can't work. Mix is a horrible move. His normals all had problems. He has actual recovery on his normals. Other characters don't have that. Okay. Baiken. Stonks. Going up, baby. Holy shit. This character's crazy. This character's super crazy. Super crazy, super scary. I think this bitch is top tier now. She does so much damage. bigwil123 in the chat says, yo, the upplay is crazy. Well, bigwil, no doubt, you would see Baiken differently. But you're a very special player. You don't block on wake up. You're not normal. You don't play like a normal person, which means your opinions are not normal. Anybody who plays you permanently has their matchup knowledge poisoned. You are meant to lose 0-3, and then any knowledge of your play has to be discarded, like fragmentation on a hard drive. We're not talking about you, Big Will. This is a tournament-winning character now. They fixed some issues with this character I didn't even know she had. If you're ever blocking this character, you've lost. It's over. It is over. She will kill you. You will die. I think her ceiling has yet to be found. I mean, you gotta play good with her, but when you play good, you're rewarded with best-in-class offense. Any questions? Do y'all dispute this placement? If Baiken is there, HC should be there. Is Baiken better than HC? Dude, I think if there was a more prevalent Baiken in tournament, y'all would be so sick of her. She is HC. When you block her, she turns into HC. Don't you fucking understand that? When you block her, the game is over. Mei? There's not a lot of Mei players because she's very boring. Mei and Sol both had the thing where they get changed every version, but Mei is just very boring. I don't think she's stuck for a lot of people. But Mei's good. They fucked her up. In the normalization patch, the emergency patch, woo, she got nerfed. Big time, baby. Holy shit, they fucked her damage up. She got like quadruple the damage nerfs of everybody else, to where now she's just pretty strong. Speaking of unfair territory, Johnny, what the fuck? Johnny players, why do I have to commentate TNS and watch you all lose? What the fuck is the matter with you? Your character is fucking brain dead. Just be lobotomized. Just win. Nigga, just win. What the fuck are you losing to? Johnny is so close to being a flawless character. They broke him. He is broken. I think Johnny is the best. Maybe Anji gives him some problems, but who cares? Just get one turn and then do your thing. They broke him. When they made his dash 15 frames, that was it. He has complete control in neutral all the time. Johnny was like down here. The Vault deal was like all this character had, and then they gave him so many things to the point where it was perfect. Like, if you want to do high lows, like Zato, you play Johnny. If you want to zone, like Dizzy, you play Johnny. If you want to have great mid-range, like Bridget, you play Johnny. If you want super PRC like Faust, you play Johnny. If you want neutral skips like Soul, you play Johnny. If you want a shit ton of health like Pot, you play Johnny. It takes chance. It takes chance to lose. Doing Johnny's forward dash into back dash is less duration than some characters' entire slashes. He's so safe, his pressure is so good, like you can't get better than repeated high-low. He has like the best meter expenditure in the game. He just does whatever he wants a lot of the time. Mistfinder is like ridiculously safe. They made Mistfinder like the best move in the game by extending his range. Will they shoot Johnny? Yeah, they will. Almost certainly. He's cheap and ugly. Pod doesn't do everything the best. Leo doesn't do everything the best. Johnny does everything the best. Okay, Millia Bros. I think she's on the line. I'd be willing to put her here. I think Millia's good. Very strong. Capo, they kind of found like a middle ground where it doesn't launch anymore. Pretty nice. But she's still a squishy, so how good can she be? She needs more. More than that. The meta just doesn't favor her. That doesn't stop a lot of Millia players from performing or doing stuff. Alright, Goldlewis. I think he's right below brain dead. Right below. Literally, un poquito. Un poquito. You know what that means? Okay, we're so close to the literal brain dead. Oi, hey. You. No, come back. I got a question for you. Where would you put Goldlewis? Brain dead or S tier? The one on the top? Alright. Razzle's the boss. Anyways, don't know what there is to say about Goldlewis. He's so good. They nerfed him a little bit. He's still so good. I have much less problems with him after they nerfed him, but he's still so strong. So good. He can lose, but I don't think he's problematic. Yes, I see the Goldlewis player. Alright, hold on. Let's get another set of feedback. Lolo.
Yes?
Goldlewis.
What about it?
S tier or brain dead?
Who else is in brain dead?
Leo,
I
Pot,
I just want you to know you asked that question and Wilbur did 5 backdashes into drone, so you have your answer.
brain dead?
Who else is
He
in?
thinks.
Leo, Pot, Johnny.
Oh, for sure.
Alright, thank you for your time. Alright, Goldlewis OP. Next character, Testament. This character cannot win. This character is pretty good, but they can never win. If you know anything about Testament, I don't think... It's just not enough. They just don't do enough. They're not completely oppressive. They might sneak into a top 8 by accident somehow, but they can't. They can't win. Because you see, I mean, Xrd and Plus R, you see interesting characters in top 8 all the time, and then I guess they just died a Testament or Zappa or something. That doesn't really happen in this game. A Testament player can never be a real person playing one of these characters. Alright, Chip. Chip is great. Tightrope is fucking awesome. Chip is awesome. Love to see Chip. He's great. He has a lot of play. Great neutral, great offense. Interesting offense. Has interesting offense mid-screen, which is uncharacteristic of a lot of characters. Great hit, great frame data. This character can win. He's awesome. I like Chip a lot. They really devoted a lot to making this character excellent. Slayer. The nerfs worked. This character will be at AWT. Got the best Slayer in the country there, in Raza. This character is very good, but the nerfs, they worked. The nerfs were deserved. Taking away Reversal Super, dropped this character down big time. I think he is pretty fair. I don't have a lot of qualms with him. His disadvantage state is pretty severe, despite backdash into Dead Man's Hand, or however you call that. Hand of Doom. Hand of Doom is a very strange move. Very, very situational, but when it's good, it's super good. But it's not good in every single area. He has flaws. He can be a little slow to get the game going. He can be a mid-machine, but of course his damage is best in class. And his mix-up is very threatening. Alright, Sin. We made it to the end. Greatest warrior in the galaxy. Here's my top 3. Do I need to explain? Sin. If Johnny is all the mistakes of Strive on one character, Sin is the other half of all the mistakes of Strive stapled onto another character. You want a DP? Boom, you got it. You want a bajillion health? Boom, you got it. You want godlike normals and conversion ability? Boom, you got it. You want corner-to-corner conversions? Boom, you got it. You want meterless overhead into full conversion? Boom, you got it. You want a bajillion damage on your super conversions? Boom, you got it. You want Kai's RTL, one of the best supers in the game for getting positive? Chaining resources for infinite block string almost? 2K 2D red water saw? Boom, you got it. Anything you want. The only thing you don't have is a fireball and Mistfinder. And Beak Drive is only a little good. Flawless character. And that's a tier list. So I guess let's iron some stuff out while we're here. Well, overall balance of the game I think is actually quite good. There's a lot of good characters. There's not very many truly bad characters. Axl and Asuka are still okay. These characters I think are still okay. HC? You want HC and S? Alright. I'm not gonna bitch and moan. I think he has some really severe disadvantages compared to a lot of these characters, but if this character makes you block, you have probably lost if you get hit. HC and S? Jack cracked? Both can be true. Jack is just very good. There's a lot of very good players. Let me tell you what this game is about. Strive is not a game about fundamental play. Eventually, you're gonna run into MJ Karase, or you're gonna run into Domi, and you're gonna end up blocking them on round start for some reason in the matchup, and you're gonna die. Unless you have a shit ton of health. Spoilers. If you have a shit ton of health, you're gonna win, because that's the only thing to protect you. It's the only thing to protect you from the power level of the game. If you get high-load by Johnny, the only thing that's gonna save you is your health bar. I mean, Burst does something, sure. I mean, most of the time, Burst, I mean, you're just damned if you do, damned if you don't. how to fix game, make it so you don't get so much meter from getting hit, and add recovery and hitboxes on a bunch of normals across the cast. Nerf K normals, and then it's down to individual character changes. This game is not about fundamental play. It is about having a kit that is brutal and efficient and not losing instantly the moment you block. You literally have to have some way besides burst to prevent the worst from happening. Because if you block Johnny or you block Sin, the run could be over. There's not very much counterplay. If you block a blue wild assault from Pot because you don't want to backdash after blocking 5H because of slide head, you might lose. You need something else to protect you. This game is not like other fighting games. It's not like Xrd, it's not like Plus R, it's not like Street Fighter. I say, this game, if you stay under this line, this game is pretty cool. There's a lot of interesting characters and interesting matchups. The character kits are dynamic. There's a lot of chance for characters to shine and do interesting things like Asuka and Zato, Chip, and Geo. But if you want to win a tournament, just pick Johnny and then unreactable grab them and throw a card and then, you know, epic win. This is Johnny. Except Johnny's not as cool as SF5 Urian.